I just saw the new MCU TV show Wonder Man, and here are my thoughts. Well, not really. I've only watched the first 3 episodes, so I'm going to split this video into 2 parts. The first half is going to be my review of the first 3, and the second half is going to be my review of the last 5. So yeah, let's get into it. Spoilers ahead, be warned. One thing I did want to mention before I forgot is I noticed a lot of imagery, a lot of symbolism going on that we're talking about W's, you know, that sort of iconography. We're getting all these W Easter eggs in the background. I don't know if it's just me going crazy, but I see a lot of things that look like W's. But yeah, here I'll read the log line. Hollywood actor Simon Williams is thrust into the world of superheroes as he gets powers of his own and becomes a new superhero, Wonder Man. And this isn't your typical Marvel project because it's very meta, you know. It's about the making of a show. It's about a movie. It's about Hollywood, you know. And this is what I love about Marvel TV shows, that the Disney Plus ones of late. It gives them a chance to experiment on a big scale, you know. This is where they experiment. WandaVision was a huge fucking swing. Swung for the fences, and it was a grand slam. And yeah, so first 3, I'm loving it. And I knew from the trailer, this is right up my alley. I love the studio. And this is very satirical about Hollywood as well as the studio, but I'm just really loving this so far, honestly. And I love how they're soft launching his powers, you know? A little bit of, like, just soft launching. It's really cool. Zlatko Buric plays the director. We haven't seen much of him. He's the fucking goat. He's one of my favorite actors. You know, I first saw him in Triangle of Sadness, which is a masterpiece, by the way, and he played a great role. By the way, this guy's 6'6", a couple hundred pounds, and he's 72 years old. He was in Superman, and now he's in MCU playing an auteur director along the lines of Scorsese, named Von Kovac. So, yeah, it's been really good so far. The cop character, it's a badly written character. His motives are unclear. He is the only tie to the MCU that I've seen, aside from some background Easter eggs like the Steve Rogers musical, because I think he is reporting for someone for the Department of Damage Controls, which is in all the Spider-Man Home trilogy movies. Joey Pants, he had a great role as himself. Yeah, there were so many movie references. My mind's blanking on them now, but as someone who's seen nearly 1,000 movies in his life so far, I appreciated every single one of the references. Ben Kingsley is hilarious. He's fantastic. I love the Cockney accent he's putting on. I gotta rewatch Iron Man 3 again. But yeah, he's great. Obviously, Yahya Abdul-Mateen, phenomenal actor. I'm not too well versed with his work, honestly. I haven't seen Watchmen yet. I saw Us. He had a very small role. I saw Aquaman. He was really good in Aquaman. Highlighted that. And I saw that Black Mirror episode, which I hated. And if you know, you know. It's just a weird episode. But yes, phenomenal actor. Yeah, I'm really excited to see where the show goes. Maybe I think it's going to get crazy, similar to WandaVision. If they release this in 2 parts or episodes weekly, I don't know. It would have been better. But you know, I'm watching them all at once and binging it, and I'm loving doing that. So that is Wonder Man Volume 1, as I'm calling it. I just made that up. I loved it so far. One prediction I'm going to make is at the end they're going to say Wonder Man will return in Avengers Doomsday. That's the finale. They got to have some cliffhanger. Otherwise, why make this in 2026? You know? Everything leads to Doom. That's what I'm going to say. And if not Doomsday, maybe it's going to be Secret Wars. Maybe there's going to be a cameo from... Well, it's LA, so it's not a cameo from Shang-Chi, because it's Destin Daniel Cretton. But really love this. I'm going to finish my sentence after I've seen the last 5 episodes, and now I do have some thoughts. So I just saw 4 through 8, and let's get into it. So episode 4, Doorman. I imagine it's going to have some people talking. It was very odd, you know. It was totally reminiscent of some random Rick and Morty episode. I remember, but it gave off Rick and Morty vibes. It was good, just a little irrelevant, you know. Just trying to spice things up. I don't have many thoughts about that. Found footage is the next episode. This is great, you know, with the GoPro again, don't really have any thoughts about that. I do have some thoughts about 628, so let's go. Callback, episode 6. This was the best episode. This was really good. It was, I felt all the feelings, you know? It was hilarious. It was nervously, like, awkward. It was very funny, very interesting. Getting a little sneak peek into what an auteur director is like in his casting process. 7 is Kathy Friedman, the New York Times reviewer. Yeah, just again. So there's Peacemaker, there's Stranger Things season 5, and there's been a lot of shows that I've been reviewing lately that have 8 episodes. And in almost all the cases, for all of them, the penultimate works much better as a finale. The Chair Company was another one. Not Stranger Things, but it also had 8 episodes. This, no, it was weird. Look, Yucca Valley 8. From the very slim spoilers I knew, they had a lot to wrap up. What I knew is that his brother, according to Google, plays the Grim Reaper. How the hell are they going to do this? That Ed Harris is going to be in it, and that Ralph Boner is going to be in it, aka, oh my god, what is that guy's name? Amazing actor. No disrespect to you at all. I almost said Ezra Miller for a second. My mind's just blanking because I'm tired. Anyway, he wasn't in this. Evan Peters. Yeah, he wasn't in this. I did think they have some rewrites because that seemed pretty clear, but you know, we got to 8. He's interviewing this random everyday guy for a role. It's weird that they're spending so much time that somebody find out that he's working for the Department of Damage Control, so he's just using it as an in, and you know, we can't feel bad for the guy because Simon gave him a good amount of money, but anonymously. What a hero. And the ending is just he breaks Trevor out of jail, this amazing needle drop, and they just fly away. True bromance. I love that scene. But I mean, as an ending scene, it makes the show feel pointless. It does. I didn't mind. I don't mind an ambiguous ending, but this is a limited series. I don't think it's going to get a season 2. I love this show. I love the studio. This show is hilarious. It's what Marvel should be doing. But we needed more MCU connections. You know, one thing I did want to mention is, well, before I really get into what I was about to get into, the W signage, which I was noticing everywhere, that has to be intentional. I'm not that crazy. Because the guy's hair, Vaughn, the director, the shape of a W. I mean, come on. Is it just me? But yeah, Yahya Abdul-Mateen is a phenomenal actor. He's just a really good presence, you know? A really good on-screen presence. There are some actors who don't have it, but he has the sauce, man. You know who else is the sauce? Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm putting him in there. But yeah, so rather than Doomsday, this is more setting up Spider-Man Brand New Day. And yeah, the Department of Damage Control is going to play a major factor in that. I did think they were going to kill Trevor Slattery off for a second, but they didn't. And we didn't get anything like Wonder Man will return in blank, you know? I think all of that might hinder on the success of the show. But, I mean, he has to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Same director. I mean, he has to. I hope so. I really hope so. There's been very limited press for Brand New Day. They've mainly focused on Doomsday. And they were getting a trailer on February 9th, I think. I'm just a little suspicious of this show. You know, it just seems a little off. Something about it. Not in the show itself, but in what it is, because for an MCU show, we got Loki, like, first season set up Kang, second season with all of the multiverse stuff. You know, WandaVision, which took major swings, set up Agatha all along, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, and a little bit Spider-Man No Way Home. But this, I mean, sure, you could point out some Easter eggs just to keep it in the same universe, but that's what I'm a little suspicious about. Again, great show. I had a wonderful time watching this. I'd love to revisit it. It's one of the better Marvel shows, one of the better comic book shows ever. It's the only TV show I've seen in 2026 so far that came out in 2026. So it's the best show of 2026. I'm gonna give this like an 8 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. But as an MCU show, like where are we going with this? So yeah, comment below your thoughts if you guys seen it. And if you haven't seen it, see it. Peace out.